Good evening, everyone. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Ross Caruso. It was a gorgeous end of the weekend for us. Nice to see, although it was a little bit cool. Temperatures were in the mid-50s for us today. Very dry out there as well, but a calm weekend, if you will. Taking a look at some of those high temperatures across the states, you can see we're in the mid-50s in Zanesville. A little bit warmer towards Marietta at 60, Portsmouth at 62, 55 over towards Dayton on the western part of the state, but still just into the 40s up towards Cleveland at 49 degrees. Since our highs earlier today, we're still hanging out in the 50s, but before you know it, we will be making our way back into the 40s heading into tonight. Currently 46 in Cambridge, 47 in McConnellsville, 49 in Logan, 45 already in Mount Vernon, 49 in Mount Gilead, and 49 off towards Springfield. We are looking at a weak system that's going to be passing over the upper Midwest, bringing quite a bit of snow showers, but fortunately, we're going to miss out on that. We are going to see this weak disturbance, though, make its way north of Columbus, allowing for some added cloud coverage as we head into tonight, but nothing of which really that's going to be offering more than just some cloud coverage as we head into the start of the day for us on Monday. But as we head into Monday evening, that's where we could see a little rain enter the picture for us. But way too warm for the potential for that of snow. But it will not be warm to start tomorrow morning. Here we are at 5 a.m. Temperatures hanging out in the mid to upper 30s. We'll see some clouds roll through. Mix of sun and clouds through the day. Here's some of those rain showers that'll be moving through as we head through the mid-morning. Well north of Columbus, though, pretty much from Marion, Bucyrus to the north. That's where we'll see some scattered rain showers. That will then gradually drag to the south and east as we go through the day on Monday. But here we are, still dry, approaching 5 o'clock. Temperatures well into the mid to upper 60s. We'll likely see highs even closer to 70 degrees in spots. Look like it'll be easily the case down towards Piketon. And then again, this weak front passing through, mainly looking at most of the rain going into the early part of the night across central Ohio. But it's going to be, for the most part, hit or miss. Nothing widespread for us, and then things will be quieting down. Also be a rather breezy day for us as well, but nowhere near the storm potential and, of course, the strong wind potential that we have been accustomed to, it seems like, for the past couple weeks now. And for once, it's looking like temperatures, for the most part, kind of really close to the average. Other than what we have to start the week, those temperatures will be climbing into the upper 60s. But boy, take a look at from Tuesday through Thursday. Things will be nice and dry. Heading towards the end of the week, though, that's where we'll have to keep an eye on the next system, and it'll be coming through, perhaps bringing some rain and even a little bit of snow mixing it. But first, let's talk about the big warm-up on the way to kick off the work week. Definitely a day where you're going to want to have the winter jacket early in the morning, but it is not needed as soon as the time we head into about 12 p.m. Temperatures will be well into the 50s, perhaps near 60 degrees in spots, and then climbing further into the upper 60s heading into the late afternoon. Now, as we see some of these weak showers pass through to kick off the week, that'll then be short-lived. A fairly weak system so far. It's not looking to be anything other than just, again, a few isolated showers passing through the area as we head into your Monday night. Now, as we head into the rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday look like they'll be rather quiet days for us. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds, relatively comfortable with high pressure to keep things dry, but also pretty cool. So those temperatures will be hanging out right around the average for this time of the year. But watch as we head into Friday. We're going to see this next system come through, and it seemed to be the pattern late last week where we were looking at the potential for some rain and some snow. It ended up being too warm. This time it's looking like it's similar in that we are going to be looking at the potential for maybe a little bit of rain and snow, but it's going to be primarily that of rain. And with that, we will see what will likely be a soggy day for us on Friday. Still very early for the specifics, but we'll have to keep a close eye on where this rain-snow line is trending, because over the course of the next several days, we could easily see it shift further to the south, where in that regard we would see the potential for more snow, and vice versa, trending a little bit more north, or a handful of other variables that could come into play to make this more of a plain rain event. So not looking like anything widespread snow potential, but we are trending in a much colder direction. Here's a look at this Climate Prediction Center outlook for March 11th through the 15th. So from next weekend into the following week, well below average temperatures, and not just for the Ohio Valley region, most of the country. And this is not only looking at just the temperature for one day, this is for the entirety of the time frame from the 11th to the 15th. There's a high probability that those temperatures will be below average. But as far as precipitation is concerned, with above average far out to the west coast, but looking like we'll see near average precipitation amounts for us as we head into that same time frame. So your 7-day forecast, we're starting well up. Upper 60s for us come Monday. Then as we head into the midweek, things will be relatively cool and dry, but then you know it, at the end of the week, we got more rain on the way, perhaps seeing a few snowflakes mix in from time to time, but then temperatures staying steady and trending much cooler heading into the end of the weekend and the following week.